Hello Cancer, welcome to your fall review. If you missed your September overview, by the way, I actually did that in a Sunday Shuffle a couple of weeks ago. So if you want, go to my playlist, check out the Sunday Shuffle, find Cancer September 2023, and there you go. Because today we're going to take a deeper look at the fall months, specifically October, November, December. The fall, one of my absolute favorite times of the year. It is, and thus also, hence, the new background. Yay! I do like to make changes here and there. Well, both big and small, really, for the fall. It's a great energy for me. I love it personally. I do, and it's one of the reasons why I'm so excited to do a fall review for everyone. Speaking of which, let's look at the board that I'm using for you and all 12 signs for the fall review. I decided to go ahead and open up with the world. I want to understand that the collectives are making space for new opportunities, new beginnings, and then also understanding the particular cycles. What works, therefore we keep it going. What isn't working, can we fix it? And if not, should it be exiting, particularly during the fall? We want to get rid of excess energy. I saw Taurus doing a great job of siphoning off their kind of excess, right? And that allowed for them to open up to other energy that's positive. I would like to see more of that for the collectives because, again, it's a great way to end the year, and then thus we have new energy for the new year, you know? So, are we doing that? Then we're going to jump over into the running energy behind the next several months. From previous reviews, you know, guys, I took away Tower, I took away Judgment, and I said simplicity. What is a human being's most basic operating system? ROS. Really comes down to these two concepts. When you take everything else away, it comes down to these two things, the yin and the yang, the divine balance within us and outside of us, the sun and the moon. I'm going to see what your sun is or what you understand your sun is. Are you fulfilling it? Are you happy? Is your idea of the sun shifting and changing? And if so, are you meeting it where it is? Are you making adjustments and accommodations as you understand your sun, you know? Or perhaps you're living it. Congratulations if that's true. And then there's the stuff that's not so obvious, the moon. This has as much say and sway as this does, but it's more back here. The conscious versus the subconscious. They both have equal weight and measure in what we do and why we do it. As we look at bringing it home, October 10, the Wheel of Fortune. November 11, Justice. Not to be confused with Libra season, we're going by number designation, 11. 12, December, the Hanged Man, or in this deck, called Perspective. Okay, first let's start by pulling you an oracle. Yeah? Yeah, let's go. What's going on? Show me Cancer, please. Show me that Cancerian fall energy. Show me that Cancerian fall energy. Show me that Cancerian. Okay. It said stop. I don't know. That was quite sharp. They said stop. Okay. Right there, Chief. You got it. Judgment. Oh my, yes. Big spiritual lessons for some of you. Decisions too. Very strong ones. 14, by the way, might be a number of importance. Soul searching will bring inner peace to many areas of your life. I know it sounds so simple, but it's like opening that book of wisdom. Do you dare learn? Because judgment is indeed sometimes a hard lesson, and that means you have to be willing to open that particular book of secrets. Sometimes the lessons are presented to us at blunt force, 100%, and other times they're at our discretion if we dare to learn. That means being willing to learn, being open to learning, being open to influence and change. Big, small. And then once we read that particular book of wisdom, do we have the nerve to act on it, right? What? What will you learn? Anything else here, please? This is the Spellcasted Oracle. I've had it forever. Poor thing is beat up and bent out of shape. I should probably replace it. Okay. That was awkward. It's at that point now where I have to side shuffle it. What's going on, please? Any more energy, please, for Cancer? Oh. Answers, finding answers, literally finding answers. Finding answers. Big ones, too. Finding answers. Well, honey, let's start looking. Let's find those answers. You're trying to find answers to a great spiritual concept within you. And it is a large spiritual concept. You have some burning questions in you. You want to find those answers, and I like that willingness of spirit to find those answers, to crack open that book of knowledge, no matter how uncomfortable it is to read, how heavy that dang book is, and how long it goes on and on and on. Oh, You ever read Paradise Lost? It's a classic. It's considered an absolute classic, and so it is. John Milton. Here's the thing. It's an absolute classic, but it can be dry. Tedious, intense, impactful. I gotta tell you, sometimes you gotta be willing to open that book. Show me that world, please, for Cancer, for fall. Show me the world, please. New beginnings, new opportunities. Opening up and closing off for Cancer. Opening up and closing off for Cancer, please. Opening up and closing off for Cancer. Opening up and closing off for Cancer. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. Guess what? Guess what you got on your mind, baby? Shazam! I think you want to open up to a couple of things. I don't mean to laugh evilly. That's just my laugh, honey. I'm not... You know, what's her name? Jessica Rabbit from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. I'm not. I'm not. I just... That's what happens. You know? Oh, the world, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups. We want to open up a little bit, okay, to some brand new opportunities. Ooh. So you want to find the answers. So why are you asking the question? That energy either is or it isn't. So it's a world by choice. You could choose to open up to new love. And you're asking if you should. Why would you ask it? Why aren't you feeling it? Why isn't it innate to you? You either want an Ace of Cups or Ace of Wands or you don't. Why do you need answers for that? So you're telling me then that's just by the power of deduction that it's a choice for you. And it has to be an active one. You have to choose to open up towards it. Oh my. Oh yes. Do I dare go for new, Christina? Do I dare? I don't know. I'm going to tell you, same thing I tell every collective who says that. Do I dare? I don't know. Do you dare? It's entirely up to you, but you're saying it's a choice. It is a choice, but most people are saying, I hope it comes to me one day. And you're like, I have to choose it and be open to choosing it, and I need to know if I can do that. I need the answers, Christina. It's not about will new love or new passion to come to me. Here's what's funny, is that you already have an answer to that. You already know it's a yes. The thing is, will you give yourself permission to do it? That seems to be the question. Let's get, okay, you got my attention. You got my attention. Show me the sun, please. Yeah, Show me the sun. This is quite interesting. Show me the sun. Show me Cancer sun. Show me Cancer sun. Show me Cancer sun, please. We've been doing some advanced healing on our devils, whatever that is to you. Some of you might have some very prominent Virgo and or Capricorn in your chart. Not really the point. The idea is that we've been healing for some of you in old long-standing patterns, understanding them, understanding their origin specifically. Don't know where that's coming from, but there it is. So you can better understand yourselves. Excuse me. Ace of Wands, communication, Seven of Swords, the High Priestess. Intuitively, you wish very much to speak to somebody, but you haven't done it. You wish to speak something. It may not even be somebody, honey. It just might be your particular truth. What is this, please? Eight of Wands, Seven of Swords, the High Priestess. Intuitively, you're ignoring your intuition. You wish to open up, and that would make you very happy, but you're choosing to remain silent. What is this, please? What is this, please? We are choosing to remain silent here, choosing to remain silent. Despite the fact that you feel the inclination to communicate, it would make you very happy to do so. This is not a casual happy, mind you. It's the sun. It's the source of power, as we understand it. So it's not like, oh, I'd be so happy to talk to old so-and-so. It's a little more than that. It's silence by choice, by acting like you don't have a choice. Seven of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. There it is. What should I do about this? It would make me feel really good to open up. It would make me feel so good to open up towards somebody, and there's so much apprehension surrounding it. I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to start. So you choose to believe that you don't have a choice to talk to this person. Yes, you do. You want to talk to somebody. Your intuition keeps pointing at this person. Talk to them. That's your sun. That's your happiness. The thing is that from where I am looking at this as a reader, you're telling me that you don't have a choice, and that's something that you're telling yourself to believe in. That way you don't have a reason to say anything. You actually could. It comes down to how. Not a question of if you should, but how. I don't know how to do it. Why? Probably because there seems to be some sort of blockage here. And that's kind of what gives you your Seven of Swords power or justification to be silent on the subject. Because I believe to some extent it might be blocked or not welcome. I therefore have a reason to not do it. It's kind of like I have an opt-out, so I'm going to take the opt-out. Even though it goes against your fiber about what it is that you would actually like to do. What is this? What is this? Show me the moon, please. Show me the moon, please. If you are already saying, but I tried, okay, then your job's done. If something's not reciprocated or returned, it's not. I'm looking at a Cancer who says, I could, but I'm choosing not to. Because I believe it will be blocked, therefore I have a reason to not try. Which suggests then that this Cancer hasn't really tried. Okay. Show me the moon, please. Show me the moon. Show me the moon. Show me that moon, please. Interesting. Oh, yeah. Come on now. Knight of Wands, Death, Nine of Swords, the Seven of Wands. There it is. There's a lot of stress here. There's a lot of stress here, even though you act like there isn't. It's kind of like, see, the choice is out of my hands, but it causes you a great deal of stress that blockage is there. The reflection is here twice. Seven of Wands, Seven of Wands. It's fear, honey. It's fear that keeps you at bay. It's fear of rejection that keeps you at bay. What is this? It's not only at the consciousness level, it's at your subconscious too. It's looking like one is reinforcing the other. What is this, please? I wanted to see larger scale concepts for you. There it is. King of Swords. There's the Seven of Swords twice, so it's consistent. King of Swords, the Lovers, the Seven of Swords. We actually very much want to talk to this person. This is the person whom we say, well, it's not really a choice. So it doesn't matter what my intuition is saying. They would block me anyway. That's what you're telling yourself in order to not take action. That's the Cancer I'm reading today, so don't take offense. I'm not judging. It is what it is. It's the cards. You know. And I know people get infinitely frustrated like this, but the ping pong here in this Cancer's mind and in their heart is very real. I want to talk to them. They'd probably block me anyway. There's my excuse. It's not really an excuse, but that's what I'm going to tell myself, to not talk to them. And even if I did, I wouldn't know how to approach it. And this is, we try to actively, therefore, shut the whole thing down and try forcibly not to think of this person at all. Right? And with that level of back and forth and ping pong, I probably would try to shut the whole thing down mentally too. I don't want to think about it. You know. It's a strong connection. Of course, only strong connection could drive us crazy like that. Should I say something? No, they would push me off anyway or reject it, so I better not. That's an excuse. It is. I'm looking at a Cancer who's restless because they haven't said what they needed to say. Or that there's something in them that they still could say or do. You opened it up with Eight of Wands, honey. That wasn't me. And the Seven of Swords and the High Priestess. We're not listening to our intuition, but we are remaining silent. The Seven of Swords on the High Priestess is very strong silence. The Seven of Swords ties back to a very strong connection that we are acutely aware of with the King of Swords. But again, it's like, I don't want to think about it. It's too complex. You know, so again, I see your moon reinforcing the fears of your sun, and I hate saying that. It's there. I can't say it's not. I hope we get progress. I hope we get progress. I do. Because I hate saying this for you. Your sun and your moon are playing off of each other hardcore. So indeed, it is a choice. Tea kettle. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. That's why you're showing me it's a choice. And I need answers, Christina. I need answers. Should I open to this? Should I open to this? I think you already have your answer. You just keep ignoring it. Or you keep telling yourself it's an impossible question to answer. No, the answer's here. The fact that you keep trying to tell yourself over and over again not to do this thing is your answer. Because you keep rejecting the answer. That means you're not satisfied with it because you know the answer's not for you. It doesn't fit you. It's not correct for you. That's why I'm saying the ping pong effect. But you're like, no, that can't be the answer. Yes, it is. The answer that you are fighting the most is the one that's the most correct. That's where we get fragmentation from. We have a natural inclination to do something. We do the opposite. Thus, the restlessness is born. 100%, one's playing off the other. Now, if you were like that, very sad and disenchanted and jaded, I believe, Cancer, I saw the comment doesn't hurt me, guys. I think it was an excellent reflection, though, of what I see from my point of view as a collective reader. When people get so jaded and upset and watching tarot and they're not hearing what they want and miracles aren't just suddenly happening out of nowhere, the miracle grow effect that they were hoping to take effect hasn't working because that's just not how real life works. Said the other day, I hate you and I hate your messages. You always say the same thing and nothing ever changes. That's not me, honey. It's you. The people who watch tarot and are extremely jaded by it, looking for miracles, and nothing in the real world is changing, is because they've refused to make choices to heal themselves, to do their inner work. Thus, their conflict remains. Thus, they see no improvement in their real world, and they need someone to take it out on. So if you're tuning into tarot looking for miracle week after week, I do see miracles sometimes, but most of them are generated by the choices we as humans make. And the universe, if we're so fortunate, gives us a hand. But no, it's not me. Someone who's watching tarot and they understand and appreciate it, understand that this reading isn't like the reading from 2 weeks ago. They understand they're completely two different readings. You know? So if you see the same thing week after week, it's because you see the same thing in your world week after week. Nothing has changed. Your frustration remains because you have not answered any of your own questions. I'm putting that out there because the frustration is real, and I appreciate this. I know what it's like to have a strong connection. You go back and forth with it like that. Should I do something? Should I say something? Yes or no? And most of the time you can resolve it. I'm going to do something. I'm going to say something. I'm going to declare my truth. And once you've done that, your job is done. Okay? What you get back or what you don't get back, that's not up to you. But you can at least ease the tension that's knocking around and stop saying, I don't have a choice. Or there's nothing I can do. Or there's nothing I can say. That's not true. You can still represent the best of you with what skills, tools, and abilities that you do have. If anything, just to give yourself a sense of peace. So, you say you did it, you did it. Your job's done. This no longer applies to you. Although I might see an answer later. You might too. Let's see October for you. Let's see October for Cancer. No. Comments like that don't upset me, guys. I've been doing this too long. It's just, it was a really good reflection of, from my perspective, what's really going on. And, guys, you know, sometimes when you get to that point of watching tarot, and this is the difference between me and other people, I respect mental, emotional health. If watching tarot has gotten you frustrated and makes you feel sick, you need to stop watching. Because you're not getting anything from it. It defeats the purpose, and it defeats your own well-being. I will be that person to tell you to stop watching. Unsubscribe to me. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to me for you to get yourself into such a frenzy. Okay? It's not worth it. I wouldn't have you do that. It's not worth it. Not worth it to me, and it's not worth it to you. So don't. Don't watch. That's it. For something that may or may not apply to you, no. It's time to back off. Take a break from tarot. Okay? Stop watching it for a bit. Okay. The Hierophant, the Lovers, see? Couldn't make this stuff up if I tried. 8 of Pentacles. So, for those of you who actually stuck around, good job, babe. You got it. Yay! I actually figured out how to put that on a t-shirt, and I will be selling that soon. Yay! No, that's not a joke. I actually have it. It's going to be out soon. I'm really excited for that t-shirt. Yeah, no. Yay! That's so funny. Everybody's showing me repair efforts for October. That's beautiful. Scorpio did. I want to say Taurus did. Let's see who else did. I can't remember the other. I don't remember. And I haven't done Pisces yet. But that's beautiful. Look at that. So for those of you who stuck around past my little monologue, congratulations to you. There's a reason why I was leading up to this. You don't know until you try. Good job, boo-boo. I love this. I love it. So do you. We're literally 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles, October, 3 times for prominent energies. I'm telling you. I'm pretty sure it was Scorpio. I think. Yeah. I just did. That's horrible. For me, it's like a blank slate. As soon as I do it, it's gone. And yeah, I do want to say Taurus. I haven't done the air signs yet. But yeah, October, we are really working through some very strong spiritual energy, finding answers with ourselves and apparently with a very special person. That person we've been going ping pong with. It's a hell of a game of ping pong. Some of you are expert players. Expert level ping pong, you guys are, at least when it comes to this particular subject matter. Oh, goodness, honey. I'm just so happy. Look at that. I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not going to say it's kittens and roses and coffee and sunrises. That would be nice. But what I am saying is that at a very spiritual level, but in a very real 3D way, I got 2 people here putting some good work, and I mean good quality work, into this connection. In October for some of you. It's so beautiful. Oh, I'm just so proud of you. I am. When I say that, I mean it. Okay. When I say it, I mean it. We'll be finding answers, and we'll be making judgment calls, learning some very deep lessons here. So your operating system has done a hell of a job on you, honey. So I don't know what finally gave you permission to open towards this, but you are. So even though it's new, I saw you making a choice. You have to understand the word new is also in renew. Okay. So I see you making a choice to open to this, and here's your back and forth process of should I. And what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Well, only you can really find out. It's your lesson. I can only tell you so much, you know. But if you want answers, you're going to have to find them. Read that book on spiritual lessons, decision making, and knowing that it's the choice that you can open up towards or decline. Yeah, there it is again. So it is this concept. As we open up the heart here towards this, not only do we feel better, it eases whatever pain that existed between you two. Again, I don't know what the final outcome is for you two. With the lovers, God knows, there's no telling. You put the Hierophant on top of that, oh, forget it. It's a critical energy, critical connection that you two share. And all I'm saying is this critical connection trying to work itself out with the other person. And in so doing, we really open our heart in a very fluid way. Ace of Cups is here twice, the Lovers is here twice, and the World is here twice. Okay? You're showing me very strong positive repairs, but are coming from the best of you. It really is. Your heart's really open towards this. Yes, it was cut back by several degrees from pain or fear of rejection, specifically fear of rejection and re-engaging in this and whatever it is. Okay? But we're overcoming that. That's beautiful. So you both have work to do. But it feels really good, doesn't it? Feels good to feel the warmth of the sun again. And there's somewhere in there, honey. You know, that thing that powers us up, that makes us feel warm the most, is what we were avoiding the most. And so when that Seven of Swords crosses the High Priestess, it says silence. Silence. Even though we wish to communicate. 8 of Wands. What to do, what to do, what to do. So it comes down to the mechanics, eh? Well, now, you're a Cancer. I just... You're an interesting Cancer. Are you a Cancer moon? No. Well, you could be. It's interesting. You have a very interesting process. You do. Let's see November. Let's see if there's anything else going on for you. So you'll be finding answers with that person, but it is a choice, judgment. It is a choice. Okay. Show me November. So for those people who are on the edge of, you know, it's always the day, nothing ever changes. No, no, no. Change Come here. I'm going to talk to you like I talk to my kid when she's done something wrong. Come here. I want to talk to you. Cancer. Come here. I want to talk to you. It's a choice. You have a choice. You have a very strong impression that whatever connection you have with this person, even if you did something would be blocked. It's not without rhyme or reason. I get it. You have that impression for a reason, not once but twice. So you're like, I just better not think about them. That is where the lie comes in. You know you could say something, but you choose not to. And then you conflate it with, I'd be blocked anyway. It's an excuse. You can still represent you. You can. You have to believe that if you want to make progress. And I understand you, honey. I did it. Your job's done. Perhaps things need to cook in the background. But this, again, I'm looking at a Cancer who knows they could say or do something but talks themselves out of it. So yes, it is a choice to open up the heart space. It is a choice to re-engage in this with the Ace of Wands. Oh boy. Oh boy. I know you two cycled out, and it's looking like you two are going to cycle back in, but with the healthier concepts. Excuse me. King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Ace of Swords. Man, you two are swapping truths, ain't you? You're both sharing a very similar frequency. I got a King and Queen of Wands. This is matching frequency energy, so that tells me you two are on the same page. You're both crazy about each other. Let's make that clear. You're both attracted to each other. Let's make that clear too. But I don't think either of you isn't aware of that. I think we know this. Got me crazy. I think we're very aware of this. But the truth is that there's more truths being spoken than anything else. And you two are showing me an intensity of, this is what I have to say, this is what I have to say. And you're both equally passionate about this particular subject. And you're both bearing a lot of truths. It's like you two can't get your truths out fast enough, to be honest with you. It's like, boy, I felt the same way. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then they're like, blah, blah, blah. And then you're both showing a certain level of intensity towards the same level of truth. So that's great. So that means we've got real conversation going. We have got a really strong sense of sharing. Well, that's your point of view. Well, this was my point of view, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So you two are matching frequencies pretty darned well. We got truths flying out. We're feeling warm again. We're feeling generous again. So I'm not saying all is well and perfect, but damn it, you two are doing great. So keep it going. I'm cheering for the both of you. I really am. Your frequencies are on point. Getting back on that page and understanding that you two are more alike than you are different. And I think that's a big takeaway in all this. I strongly suspect you two in many ways do not share the same demographics, but where at least your energetic frequency is concerned, you two are very much alike. And that's what I think I see you two exchanging, is how fundamentally similar you two are, and not going on and about how you're different. Okay, and that's where you're going to find a lot of common ground, and I respect that. Anything else, please, in the general sense about November? I love this. We're excited. We're exchanging ideas. Rapid, 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 rapid. I love this. I do. I like this. Okay. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. Okay. Nine of Wands, the Fool, Five of Cups. You're both being very open and honest. I got it. You're both being very open and honest about what was said, not said, felt, and not felt. Like I said, this is a very strong, distinct exchange of energies. I just see you two working it out, pushing past trust issues, and emotional disappointments, and doing your best to be more open and, like I said, honest with each other. That's it. That's all I got. I am seeing the exchange of, this is how I hurt, and like, well, this is how I hurt, and I understand this is how I hurt you, and all that. And there is a sense of I'm sorry and forgiveness wrapped up in all this as well, of everything said and not said, and everything done and not done. It's not, this is pretty normal. You see what you see that back and forth, the sun and the moon, they're pretty much the one and the same for you. Oh goodness, trying to blend that yin and the yang, eh? It's okay. It's okay. I wanna press on this. So this is beautiful, and I'm very happy for you. But what else is going on? What else is going on for you? What else is going on for you? Show me December, please. I love this. I really do. I'm not trying to downsize it. I'm not trying to minimize it. It's just the critique I get is real regarding the love energies and why it always comes up, because people keep bringing it up. I don't know what, honey, I don't know what else to explain it to you. So I wanted to see other things too for you. Sometimes it's realistic 3D energy, and that is realistic 3D energy. It's beautiful. Okay, Strength, the Emperor, Two of Cups. Man, somebody's sitting pretty, and guess who it is? It's you. You are so sitting pretty. You feel so much better. You feel so much better. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look who's sitting pretty, honey. Look at you. Strength. You feel 10 feet tall. It's strong as hell. I love it. Some of you might have some very strong Leo and or Aries in your chart here. And the Two of Cups. We're harmonizing. We're harmonizing with this person, and you're like, you are full blasting We Are the Champions by Queen in your car. It is on full blast. We are the champions. And you feel strong as hell. You feel strong as hell. And it's triumphant too in its own way. That's a lot of masculine energy too. That sense of triumph is attached to it. So you might have some very strong masculinity in your chart, because that's a blast of masculine energy right there. Strength with the Emperor. And it's like, but you know, it's kind of a quiet I did it, but it's strong. I did it. I did it. I got my cup balanced with this person. I love it. I do love it. And when I'm happy, I'm happy. When I'm smiling, I'm smiling. I'm not making this up, guys. It's beautiful. It is so freaking beautiful. There's that pride is attached to it. I did it. Ha! And there's something about that Two of Cups that you're taking extra special pride in. It's like, I balanced these cups. We're exchanging cups. I opened up my cup. They opened up their cup. And now we're on the same page. It's something like that. There's something there, that triumph that I'm getting. It's not feminine at all. It's extremely masculine. So you could be a female Cancer, resonate with this, and have some very strong masculine in your chart where you're like, I achieved emotional equilibrium with this person. I got on in other words, i.e., I got on the same page with us. So it's great. I love it. I really do. But you are sitting pretty on your throne, honey. The Emperor is super chill, but super proud. So I'm happy for you both. I love that. I do. I love it. By December, you're feeling pretty darn good. I like that. I do. That's great. Anything else, please, about December? That is wonderful. I like the way you two harmonize. So this whole wiffle waffle, honey, is I feel like you put, can I be honest with you? I feel like you put yourself through so much hell for nothing. And don't get me wrong, that's the human process. It's just, I'm all about prevention as opposed to repair damage. If we can get away from repair damage by prevention, communicate effectively, right, the first time, express ourselves correctly the first time, we could prevent so much damage, but then we wouldn't be human and terror wouldn't exist, right? So I just feel like you put so much unnecessary hell in your own kind of sun and moon energy here, between what you know and what you were fighting, what you know, and what you felt and what you were fighting, what you felt about could you do anything. And I think you went on like that for some time, went full circle, shut it down. I don't want to think about it. I feel like I can say something. No, I shouldn't. They'll just block me. And that's my reason for shutting it down or not trying. And I feel like you did that for a long time. We're talking many a moon here for some of you, 100%. So I just, if I could have prevented that for you, I wish I could have done. But, I mean, you know, only you really know when you're ready. And it's a choice. It's a choice to open up to the Ace of Cups. It's a choice to, and when you do, it's not just them. I'm not talking about you open up to them. I mean, you open up to you. Everything begins with the self. I wish people would understand that. It's not about you opening up to them. It's not about them or they. It's about you. You open up to you when you make those choices. It either speaks to your heart, it speaks to your passion, it speaks to your spirit, or it doesn't. That's it. And all you can do is honor yourself best, the best that you can. And if they come back or come around or they come along for the ride, awesome. That's fantastic. But you ultimately get the reward in the end. If you choose what's right for you, not what you're denying, not your fears. Don't choose your fears. Don't choose the mental bullshit that clouds up your mind. Don't choose the confusion. Choose clarity. And that means sometimes you have to find your own dang answers. You have to make that judgment call. You have to read that book of spirituality. You know, sometimes you got to deep dive for those answers. And some of you have done some really intense reading. Really intense reading. Philosophy, existentialism, More than just surfing the web. I'm talking intense reading. I don't know why that just now hit me funny. Some of you are trying to read self-help books, self-psychology books. I understand. Those are helpful in their own way, of course. Interesting. Some of you have been trying to read on shadow work. Anything by Carl Jung is good. He did a very good job of relating shadow work in a tangible psychological way. I'm not saying his work was flawless. We can never really understand, you know, shadow work or spiritual work. But he gave us a darn good idea. I don't know. That's for some of you, not all of you. Anything else, please? Two of Wands. There's that communication. To say that you are so happy to be talking to this person again is stupid. You are so... you are so happy. I'm keeping that kid. We were so afraid. You opened up with so much fear surrounding communication, and now it's like easy. It's nothing. It's nothing. You two are talking. Shut up. Oh my God, Cancer, you had me all freaked out and nervous for you for nothing. And as soon as that dropped, I'm like, they did it. All that went away. Look at that. Just happy, happy, joy, joy. Talk, 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 talk. You two are just talking. It's so, the energy is so much more relaxed. Oh God, the fear to communicate was real. To say something, never mind, they'll just block me anyway, or they'll tell me to fuck off or whatever. And so I don't know at what point you released that, you stopped listening to the fear and you stopped listening to the tension and you just listened to yourself. I don't know at what point you did that, but you did a hell of a job, honey. I'm very proud of you. And like I said, that Emperor, which is you, when I just feel it, you feel strong. It's like, I did it. I balanced those cups. I know their feelings, they know my feelings. And we're talking. And the conversation becomes a lot more light, as you might expect. It's much more fluid. It's much easier. It's much easier. This is active communication. And my point is, by December, everything is a lot more relaxed. I promise. Why am I not seeing it as new love? I think I've already discussed that, but just in case, you're telling me to open up towards this is a choice and one that you have been thinking about in conjunction with a very strong connection that you've been going back and forth on for a while, if not months. Okay? That's why I'm not seeing it as new opportunities in love and passion. I'm seeing it as a renewal, specifically as the world was attached to it. So we can open up renewal of cycles, but the idea is not go back to where we were. Let's reinforce what works and modify what doesn't. And everything seems to be hinging around this concept of communication. Okay, so advice, please. Advice, please. Let's get some advice. For Cancer, I'm going to feel really sorry for those Cancers who didn't make it past the moon. You see the power of choice and where it takes you. Very rare these things handed in our lap. We often have to choose, but the point is the universe gives us opportunity to choose. That's the universe's job. They wouldn't be presenting it to us unless we had say. You know? Thing is, we have to call the say. We get to say what we say. The universe can't make us accept it or choose it. You're choosing it, and after all that ping-ponging back and forth, honey, you got some mad ping-pong skills. Let me tell you. I'm going to go ahead and take a guess. It's not an accusation. It's not at all. I'm going to go ahead and guess you're one of those people that you will mull on something, mull over it for months at a time, and time passes and you don't even realize. And that does happen. It is very hard for me to exist in that kind of energy. I need things to be, but that's me. That's my energy. That's how I am. But other people have to mull on things in the background for months like that. And that's no easy process. It's no easy thing. But I'd rather you choose what's right for you than to keep rejecting it based on a false premise. It's no good to reject something on a false premise, because then you will regret later when it's like, I had a chance then to say something and I didn't because I talked myself out of it. Because hindsight's 20/20. So that's why I'm saying I'm all about the prevention. Okay? Anyway, I'll get off my... I'm sorry. I'm so happy for you. And I feel so sorry for those Cancers who effed off around the moon. They already left a comment without listening to the whole thing, and I don't feel sorry for them. But I kind of do, though. Queen of Pentacles, I am. Sometimes I act tough, but on the inside, sometimes I hurt for people, even when they try to hurt me. Because I know where it's coming from. Pain. It's pain. Sometimes I really hate being empathetic. Sometimes I really hate it. Because it's like, you are so mean to me right now, but I can't even be angry with you. I just feel bad for you because you don't even see how much your own pain is affecting you. How you hurt others and how you hurt yourself. You just don't see it. Yeah, so even when it's like every reason I have to hate that person, I still can't. It's just, that's that part of me. That's the empathy part. It drives me banana sandwich. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, you know. There is a feeling here that we did not best represent our sense of self-worth and self-love and self-care, and the intentions to balance here. When we did balance, it was quite dissatisfying. We thought we were doing the best to represent ourselves, but something was missing in that emotional component. Yeah, somebody had drifted away from the expression of their feeling even while they were balancing. There was something that they just could not put forth. Somebody here could not put forth within the self in this dynamic that was more on the emotional level. That part of them kept drifting away even while they were trying to connect with it in the 3D. And so it was not the best representation of what one had to feel and or offer. And as a result, you know, Death and Nine of Swords, whoever was on the receiving end felt the responsibility to end this because it just seemed to be causing so much stress. You know, it's like there just doesn't seem to be something here when somebody shows up, felt the stress of it, the anxiety, the lack of specialness or uniqueness or the emotional imprint, and said, I gotta go. Even while balancing. And that's what it seems to come down to. Yeah, there's that damn Seven of Swords again 3 times here. Kept deviating. Kept deviating from self-expression and offering better parts of ourselves. 3 cups. I know, just tried to, that actually did flip out. So the connecting or reconnecting. What about it? Knights of Pentacles. I need something more solid, please. Yeah, the Fool. So we're opening up towards that particular journey, I believe, relatively soon. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, these are 2 Lenormand decks combined. Okay. Crossing that bridge. Some of you said, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Well, it's time to cross the bridge for some of you. You know what? That's funny because I have this... Never mind, I was about to go into one of those details nobody cares about, but I have this great meme that I need to post that soon to Facebook. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Well. It's time to cross that, what seems like an impossible bridge, but it can be crossed. Oh no, honey, there it is. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what we're talking about. I'll cross that bridge when we get to it. There's the message and the communication and that sense of hopelessness. Like, there's no point in saying something. There's no point in saying something. No. That's what we told ourselves, and the more you tell yourself that, the more miserable you are because you know it's not true. Because you know it's not. You know it's not true. And I can see that you've approached that bridge many times and backed away from it. It seemed like an impossible thing to traverse, and I'm telling you, it's just the more you told yourself it was impossible, the worse it made you feel, and that's how you know it's not correct. You get it? The human brain, honey, when we want to defy ourselves and double down, we will do it, even if it's at our own cost. And why? Because we're terrified, or we're embarrassed, or our ego gets in the way. Baby, let me tell you, I haven't heard it all, but I've heard a lot. You know, and it's, since I didn't know what to say, so I didn't say anything at all, then start by saying that. I don't know what to say, but I'm trying to say something, and it sounds stupid, and I'm sorry, and I start with that. I don't know. I don't know what to say. So I got to say something, and it's probably going to sound stupid, but whatever. I don't know. Whatever feels right to you. But I know. I know who it's about. So do you. Everybody knows. We all know who it's about. So do you. Stop it. You're messing with me. I swear to God. You are braver than you know, honey. You're not giving yourself nearly enough credit. You're not. The 28th, 7th, and the 15th for some of you might be important. What month? I don't know. Let's see, the 32. For some of you, 32 is your power number. 32 reduces to 5. That's twice there. Twice. The moon and the home. Secret home. Not secret home. It's more like the comfort. Secret comfort. Secret comfort. It's a private comfort. Time is a thief. Time got away from us. Time got away from us. Busy, distracted, always on a journey, and somebody was always telling themselves that they were always busy, and it wasn't true. They distracted themselves with busyness. It was a false concept. Waiting for the storms to pass and things to calm down. What is this? What is this quiet comfort? Luck. Message. I can't read all that. We don't have time, honey. A bit of luck. A bit of luck. There's just kind of a secret. A secret, but a moon energy surrounding the home. There's a certain comfort here. Somebody has a fantasy of, you know, the moon has many things in it. Part of it's the fantasies and secret desires, you know. And there's an element of luck. I wish I was lucky to have that or something like that. A warm sort of desire for fulfillment of the home that's under the moon. A feeling that that could be mine, you know, in that way. A home environment, marriage, lucky, wish I was that lucky, that kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe it could be. I'm not going to know until we try. I don't know what the long term is. I'm just happy you two are talking and you look pleased as punch. Really, by December. You're very proud, and you should be. Okay? You're very proud, and you should be. Pride in the right way. Right? I accomplished this. We're balanced. We're talking again. It's positive, and you're kicking. You're kicking it. I love it. Okay, the letter D. The great white shark, Scorpio, stingray, same. Dragon, Aries, Leo, Sag. Also kind of that fearful energy there. The lotus flower. That's so funny. I think Taurus. You know, it's funny. I hardly ever pull the lotus anymore, but confirmation for somebody the lotus, and I think Taurus pulled it too. The busy bee, the distraction principle. It was just one of the things we told ourselves to keep busy. We don't have time for this. That kind of thing. You know. I know, easier said than actually believed. And then, yeah, like I said, the bull of the sign of Taurus, it's bull. Like I said, you might have some very strong Taurus in your chart, could be connecting to one, and then there's you, the seashell. Okay, that's it. All right, Cancer, honey, I hope this helped you. You put it in the comments as you see fit. I really did, guys, want to see and push for other areas of your life. So this is really coming forward prominently for you, and in many respects, I am happy to see the resolution of differences. And to see two people just checkpoint. I'm here on the same frequency as you. Communication. I can talk about this. I want to. I'm right there. It's difficult, but I'm willing to do it. And the other person's like, okay, fine. I am here too. It's a little more than okay, fine. It is. But the spiritual energy, the way you two collide in October, suggests this was supposed to happen. It needed to happen, and I was trying to get a better idea of how this breaks. I just know that it breaks through realistically in the 3D, and I'm just assuming it all comes back to communication. I don't think it's a surprise chance. It doesn't look like one to me. It does look intended. But things get very smoother. Anyway, I was trying to push for other things, but honey, I have to tell you, I'm very happy. I don't know what kind of relationship you two have. I just know that one's forming in a way that suggests it's positive and that it's strong towards the end of December. Rather, you know it's yours, you know you're participating in it, and it feels right to you. It is a constructive and actively constructive, some sort of relationship, Four of Wands. It might be heavily communication based. I don't know how often you two actually get to see each other, but I do know it feels incredibly right to you. And that was with a lot of corrections on both sides in terms of points of view and perceptions. And typically, you know, I find most of the cleanup work revolves around one's perception. Okay? This is what I perceive to be true. And I can have a strong feeling about a situation, but it could be wrong or I could be right. And I just think it's fear and I won't give it as much attention as I should, that kind of thing. So a lot of work in communication comes down to perception and misunderstandings. Okay. So this is great. I keep it going. Yes, there is underlying hope that one day, okay, you want me to say it, I'll say it. You want me to say it, I'll say it. There's underlying hope. One day, Christina, could it be more? Yes. Okay? Luck. A secret wish of hope for a family, marriage, that whole thing. Is it low key? Mm-hmm. It's there, but we've got to stop with the delays and the false pretense of busyness, and I can't address this. It's all distraction, sound, fury, and noise. The pride, ego, and fear, allowing us to dictate our actions or inaction. Yes, there is an underlying hope that one day it could be something more. For now, we'll solidify the connection via communication and some really strong truths. It's beautiful. Okay, so judgment call, lessons learned, and you know that honey, you want the answers? Go find out. Don't you love the way Spirit throws it back on us? Yes, they do. Okay. Like I said, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well.